of what they did to me. They butchered my penis and frankly just between us it makes me kind of sad to see that my foreskin's gone. I'm not the man I used to be. It's tradition with many a culture to circumcise, and it's still what many a doctor will advise.
Circumcision's got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Circumcision's got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Circumcision's got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Circumcision's got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho.
Circumcision's got to go.
Got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Circumcision's got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho.
Thank you, everyone, for coming. My name is Tim Hammond. I'm the founder of NOHARMM, which is the national... NOHARMM is a national organization to halt the abuse and routine mutilation of males. The purpose of this rally today is to expose the medical fraud of infant circumcision, to give voice to its adult victims, and to affirm the body ownership rights of children. Circumcised as infants are here today because a very fundamental human right has been violated, the right to our normal genital integrity.
It is the boy's business. It's not his doctor's business. It's not his parents' business. It's not his religious leader's business. It's nobody's business but his own. And we have to repeat that over and over again. Leave the foreskin alone. Leave the foreskin alone.
Leave the foreskin alone. Leave the foreskin alone. Leave the foreskin alone.
Leave
the foreskin alone.
All right.
Do cry. This from a 36-year-old male. I was cut way too tight. And then from another 38-year-old man after he read the book. And he writes to say, "Your book made me weep. And miserably I did weep. It pulled feelings of shame, physical and mental pain, and helplessness from within my very soul. These feelings I have tried to suppress since I was last told by my mother when I was 7 or 8 years old to, quote now, stop complaining about your circumcision."
So many perfect things to say, and I can't remember any of them. I just want you all to know how wonderful it is for me to see you here. I see a sign, and not at the moment, but there was a sign here that I made in 1989. It says, "Nurses and Midwives Against Circumcision," when we were about 10 of us standing in front of the American Academy of Pediatrics conference. And so now it's grown, and the thrilling part is that the men have taken up and are working with this issue as well. It's your issue. It is. So I want to thank you, men, and I also want to thank my grandson who's going to come and tell you how he feels about having his whole body. This is Matthew.
Yay, Matthew!
I'd like to say one thing. I thank my grandma for doing what she's doing, because if she didn't know what it was about, I might be like a whole bunch of you men out there.
I feel an honor to be here. I feel a newcomer to this process. I've been involved with men's work for 25 years, but it's only been in the last 5 years when I started working on this book And I started having tears when I was working on the chapter on shame and child abuse. And I couldn't understand why I was crying. My wife would come and say, what's the matter? And I said, I don't know. I just feel tears. And I began to ask myself intellectually, maybe circumcision has something to do with the tears. Maybe circumcision has something to do with the dysfunction that so many men feel about our bodies, with the high levels of rage that so many men feel, with the feelings of sexual compulsivity that's so much a part of men's lives.
And I just want to introduce you, as Americans, to your sons who are being circumcised behind closed hospital doors. This is an actual tape from a circumcision.
Seven of them for you guys.
Three of us want to go in.
Oh, you gotta wait here and let
For
the
a-
building people. All right.
Okay, good.
Tell you what they want you to do.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I hope you guys weren't worried about it. We're trying to stop violence being not created. Just three of us. No, we have three of us.
Three, they may not.
Oh, good. Here's, I just want to request an appointment with the presidency. We've done that, and he's refused to have a meeting with us. We understand that. We know that we can't. We plan to go through the adequate protocol in terms of presenting a resolution, and that will be done for the next annual meeting. Nevertheless, we still have some very serious concerns, and we think that since the California Medical Association is the only medical association in the world that advocates circumcision as an effective public health measure, we think that it's imperative that we be heard by the president of that organization.
Do you have a PR person who would meet with us? Will you
So
make
are
an
you?
appointment for a future meeting where we can sit down and discuss these things with you?
I don't affect the policy. That would see the president himself.
No, we
No, we
understand that.
understand that. We understand it. But we really want to bring to your attention this concern.
Well, that can be brought up.
The question still is, will anyone sit and talk to us for 20 minutes?
So the California Medical Association refuses to speak,
Sit down and talk
speak
to
with
someone.
those people who are concerned about an unnecessary medical surgery that's being done to our babies, and as the only organization, the only medical organization in the world that advocates the surgery that most of the world scorns, you refuse to talk to us about these things? Yes.
We have a system for it to affect policy. It's the same for any other group. It's really different.
You must surely have someone who sits and talks with somebody. I mean, the California Medical Association, I mean, even if it were the AAA would do that.
Yes.
Somebody, there has to be somebody.
As I mentioned, it's an organization of physicians, and they're the ones who create policies. The policy would like to continue.
We are going to go through those avenues. It just seems absurd to me that we have no one that will speak to a group. If we were representing another group, I suspect that you might be willing to see us.
Are you accountable to Californians for your policy? We are saying we've been harmed by your policy. The rats stole our cheese.
We have, as I said, there's really nothing more I can say.
All right,
I'm very
thank
sorry.
you.
Thank you.
very much.
Thank you. We got on camera what we needed to get. Thank you.
Well, everybody.
Thank you.
I'll tell you what I'm gonna. hush, let me tell you why. We left your body intact, and that's a natural fact. We didn't want to see you cry. You've got to keep it clean, but otherwise you'll be just fine. So when it's time to pack up to the bathroom to take it, I'm holding the evidence of what they did to me. They butchered my penis, and frankly, just between us, it makes me kinda sad to